Since the adaptation of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6 is gonna be adapted next, the worst arc in all of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, aka the Maximum Security arc, is going to be adapted too. But since lots of people don't know why it is so bad, I'm making this video so more people will know how bad it is. So let's not waste time and get straight into it. If you have read JoJo Part 6, you already know what happens, but if you're in chat who decided to ignore the spoiler warning, here's a quick rundown of the arc. Jolyne did some shitting at herself into this maximum security punishment ward, so she can retrieve the bone of Dios that Pucci wants, but Pucci wants it too. So he sent 4 shitty dumbest stand users to retrieve it. That's all. Now, how is that turned to the worst arc in all of JoJo's? Well, it's because of the fights, which we're gonna talk about later, and the giant plot holes that is Pucci versus Foo Fighters fight. It's the most confusing shit ever, yet still emotional. He has giant plot holes and leads us with questions like, since when Pucci can disguise himself as Bizzare report? Since when Foo Fighters can inject herself into a living body? Since when Pucci can shove a music disc into Gucci's head to make him a fucking Minecraft node block? That scene was still beautiful though. But this arc has way too many plot holes. The most amount of plot holes in any arc in Part 6 in my opinion. Hell, in all of JoJo's. Plant Waves is stupid, long and annoying. It's a pretty powerful stand and could have been used correctly if the guard wasn't a complete fucking dumbass. I get that he was under the effect as Survivor, but if he held Jolyne in lock without her facing the ceiling, she probably would have never found out about the meteors. Also, can you talk about the amount of blood both Jolyne and the guard lost? A male adult supposed to die if he loses between 2.5 and 4 liters of blood. How much does the guard lose? I'd say a good 6 to 8 liters because he's massively bleeding in every single fucking panel he is. But the reason he survives is probably because of his magic healing powers, because there's no way he could have taken so many punches to his face from both Jolyne and the other guard, and have no marks left whatsoever, just blood. And the amount of blood barely changes, so there's a constant bleeding. How to heal from that? I don't know. And neither does Araki. Draken's Dream is the best and most boring fight of all the fights in this arc. It's best because Lisa has some actual fucking personality and can actually use his brain. Well, only in the second half, after his ability magically changes from filling people with water to predicting people's lucky and unlucky spots and literally deciding fate. I'll agree, the deciding fate part was a good foreshadowing for Foo Fighters' actual death. But let's talk about Foo Fighters, specifically when she literally survived losing the top of her head and Sans survived a literal fucking electric chair, despite the fact that she should have died of it. Like, Araki went all out with the cliffhangers in this fight, making 2 cliffhangers that Foo Fighters died, then killed her off 2 fights later. Like, I think no one believes she's going to die because of how poorly those cliffhangers were executed. I don't think anyone believes them. I didn't. I don't think you did either. Why? Because they're bad. Hey, let's talk about the bone having a stand for an entirety of 2 chapters. Then the bone grows into a child which has a different stand. I understand the part where a child could have a stand, after all, Death of 13 exists. But how does a fucking bone have a stand? I get it, it's Dio's bone, Dio had a stand, and the bone is a part of him. It's only logical for the bone to retain the ability of the world. The keyword is retain, not use. But instead the bone, which is not a living being, uses a stand, and a new one as well. And how the fuck did the green baby was born? Dio's bone mutated into a separate living being. Dio did mention at one point that he needs 36 centers, and maybe he needs them for the baby to be born. Maybe not, this is way too confusing, and it's literally just a flaw in Araki's writing during this arc. Yo-Yo Ma was an interesting stand. He has an interesting ability at melting everything with its own spit. It's a powerful stand ability, and I surprisingly have no problems with it, except the fight was really dragged out. Jolyne could have just done an aura rush or tied the strings to a tree and wait somewhere far from it to be outside its attack range while she couldn't speak. And everything would have been resolved, but no, she must try to tell Anasui. I get it, she had to wait for Foo Fighters to kill DNG, but immobilizing the stand would have been a better way to fight it than just stand there and wondering what its power is. The Foo Fighters vs Pucci fight, followed by Jolyne vs Pucci fight, are the worst fights in the whole arc. Let's try to count up the amount of plot holes it has. Whitesnake can become an automated stand for a whole 2 pages. Bizzare Report has a radio at the right time and is able to make rain over Foo Fighters without knowing where she is. Whitesnake can disguise himself as Bizzare Report. Jolyne can make handcuffs that are impossible to rip apart despite the fact they're literally made out of strings. Pucci can kill people with other people's memory disks. Full fires can enter a body of someone who is alive. And can we just talk about how Whitesnake's range changes? Pucci could have easily put Whitesnake in front of Jolyne and taken out her memory disk, but he didn't. Those fights have way too many problems and plot holes. Hey, at least the fight itself was unique, I guess. Probably because Jolyne can use her fucking brain, unlike literally every enemy in the whole arc, well except the Yo-Yo Mama fight. Somehow Jolyne stops thinking logically there. Does she have like special brain usage privileges because she's a protagonist or something? I just don't understand it. So overall, this arc is a dragged out mess with boring fights, really stupid stand use, and massive amount of plot holes. And I hate how bad it is, despite the fact how important it is and it's taking up literally a fifth of the part. That's all I have to say. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and like my video. Follow my Twitter for shitposts and updates, and follow me on Twitch if you want to see me play also or something. Signing out to watch some anime. Peace.